So the other day, a very unfortunate yet life lesson experience happened to me where I think this was the biggest mistake I've made as a vegan thus far. And I'm not saying I'm perfect. This is the reason why I make this video, to express what happened to me. And maybe some of you, if you're watching, you've been through this, and I just want to share my thoughts. So I was trying tomato sauces, trying to look for sauces that were low in sodium and low in oil. So I've been trying different ones, and I found vegan ones, obviously, and I was trying them out, but I was never really satisfied with the sauces. So as I was trying different ones, I came across this one that was labeled as low salt, low sodium, and it was a really basic tomato and basil tomato sauce. So I purchased it and I was trying it out, blah, blah, blah. And then someone realized that the tomato sauce was not vegan and that it had animal products in them. This was embarrassing, but at the same time, I was shocked, because I was shocked at myself that I let this happen, that I just assumed that the tomato sauce was vegan and I purchased it and I kept consuming it. But I didn't really, because I seriously thought that how can a basic tomato and basil tomato sauce not be vegan, since I was trying different other ones that were vegan, and I was just like, oh, I don't think it's gonna have any animal products. Yeah, I didn't check. So this one person pointed it out, and as soon as that person, as soon as I found out of this, I was like, this just put into perspective that I should never, ever, ever assume that a product is vegan. I guess I did check the ingredient list, but I didn't notice it. It had the ingredient that it had was anchovies, and so yeah, this was a life lesson for me. I definitely now I'm going to assume every single product has animal products until I go through every ingredient, understand what it means. Even if an ingredient I have no idea what it means or I can't pronounce it, I will not buy it. So at first I was embarrassed. I was like, oh my god, how can I have failed as a vegan? But then I took this opportunity to learn that I'm human and we all make mistakes, and it wasn't my intention to buy a tomato sauce that had animal products, but it did, and I learned from it, and now I know that I'm not going to buy that tomato sauce anymore. So yeah, and that goes with so many other things. Sometimes you find a day that you didn't eat enough carbohydrates and you feel undercarbed, you feel that you don't have enough energy, and some people might be like, oh my god, I fucked this up, I'm just going, let's say if you know that you want to eat high carb and low salt and low oil for, let's say, a week, you're starting to have a cycle of not eating any sodium or oil, and then this one day you find yourself that you were undercarbed and you ended up eating a meal that was high in oil. So then sometimes my mentality, I don't know if you've had this experience before, it's like, oh my god, I already fucked this up, I'm whatever, just go roll with it. But no, we should learn from our mistakes and realize that we're all human. We all make mistakes, and we all have the chance to change. We all have the ability to change. So although this was an unfortunate situation that happened to me, and I feel kind of pissed at myself that I assumed that tomato sauce was vegan when it wasn't. Although I've been vegan for 2 years, so sometimes I'm like, how can I let this happen? I've already been vegan for 2 years. I already know what to expect, but yet this happened to me, which is unfortunate, but at the same time, it's a life learning lesson. So if this has ever happened to you, I guess it could be embarrassing if you find out or you get caught. It's not like I was hiding it. It's not like I was like, oh my god, I'm cheating this animal product thing inside my diet. I seriously had no clue. It was my stupidity that I didn't check, but my intention was not to buy a tomato sauce that had animal products. So I definitely learned from this. Yeah, 100% learned. And how about you? I want to know what you think about it. I don't know if you've been through a situation like this, or I don't know. And I know we can be really hard on ourselves, and someone that has gone through things like this might throw it out the window and be like, oh, I'm done with it. But how have you dealt with situations like this? And that it doesn't have to be with like vegan products or like non-vegan products, but other things, other situations in life, like even if that is like losing weight or being more active, getting more sleep, so on. Let me know what you think down below. Alright guys, see ya!